I like going hunting, just me, my hound, and my gun. Chasing them deer, rabbit, and squirrel, now that's my kind of fun. I like going fishing too, I'll go on any whim, looking for the big bass, the crappie, and the brim. Give me a wide open field to walk through. Give me an ocean so deep. I want to ride the longest river in the world, or maybe climb the highest mountain peak.
Well, Lawrence, we're out here on this mystery lake. We're about 10 minutes from downtown Birmingham in the western side of the county. I'd say as a crow's flies, we're 10 minutes away, about 10 miles from downtown Birmingham. And how many did you catch yesterday over here, Lawrence?
99.
99.
Over the limit.
You've been getting them every day pretty much?
Yeah, every day.
Uh-huh. Now what makes this a good spot, Lawrence?
They just bedding in there is all I know.
Now, whereabouts you said you see them anywhere in there? Can you see them?
I see them over on the other side of that tree over yonder.
What is? Oh yeah, I see them rippling over in there. Do you see that? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
In other words, that's where you find your beds. Boy, there's a bunch of them over there. Look at them back in there. They're showing up bedding, ain't they?
Yeah.
All right. How about doing this? Show me how you get this thing rigged up here. And let's see if we can get this show on the road here. All right. Now, what's your bait now, Lawrence?
What you need, a hook?
Yeah. Why don't you explain to the folks this kind of little old invention you got for catching these brims?
It's 1/32 lead hook. Here's the way I do mine. I take that burr and mash it together.
That burr?
Yeah, mash it down.
Uh-huh.
And then I take and bend that point just a little bit.
Sideways?
Sideways. Stay good and sharp.
Uh-huh. All right, let me look at that.
And when he hits it, he'll just about hang himself.
Now, when you was talking about mashing that thing flat, now what did that do to that thing?
Well, if it gets hung, you always tear your worm up and all that. You bait up.
And you got that hook off at about, looks like about a 20-degree angle.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and what we're going to use for bait on these hooks? That's a little 30-second weighted hook, and that's about a what size hook reckon that is? Just look about like the size of a brim hook, whatever.
A brim hook, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know where to call it 6 or 8.
Okay.
6. Just a piece of old charcrew spinner.
I see.
Break the tail off, throw it away, use the body part twice, break it in half.
In other words, you get two little old baits, right?
Yeah.
And what we do, just stick it on there?
Right on the end.
Is that right?
No, through there.
All the way through?
Through, yeah. Like.
Is that right there?
Well, that'd be good enough, yeah.
Well, how you like it? That's the way I want it.
I mean, I usually just stick mine through this way, like that. It don't matter.
In other words, you hooked it just like a regular old worm if you was going to just fish with earthworm. There ain't nothing fancy about that, is it?
No.
All right, now what we going to do?
Throw it right out there and catch a fish with it.
All right, now let me ask you this, Lawrence. What kind of retrieve do you have now when you fish?
Read it real slow.
Real slow?
Real slow. That's shallow.
Uh-huh.
Right over the beds.
And they'll grab it and go?
Yeah.
Okay. Lawrence, you throwed that one right in his bed, didn't you? Oh, that's a pretty...
They all in here.
Boy, that's a fine-looking bluegill right there. Old Snowball likes that one, don't he?
All of them. He plays with all of them.
Well, there's a nice bed over in there. I saw just when you flipped, I seen one just come right out of that bed after it.
We got his thing covered up here.
Lawrence, there's all kind of stuff jumping right yonder. You see it?
Yeah.
Is that what we fixing to do, sneak up on them?
Yeah, go around there where we see all that action at.
Yeah. Boy, that looks like a big old bed of them right yonder.
There's one row right there.
Hold on, let me jump over and get him. Hold him there, Lawrence. Oh, that's a pretty thing coming there. Nice one. It's right in there around that little old log, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Get him, Snowball. This ought to be a good spot right in here too, Lawrence.
Yes, sir. It is.
Got him?
Yeah, yeah.
There you go. Right out by that log. Oh, yeah. There you go. That's a pretty in there. Look at that.
See that snowball? Snowball,
What if them will run about
Snowball,
4 or 5 to the pound, Lawrence? Get it, boy. Skip, boy. Get that old brim. Boy, it don't take long to get a stringer full like that, does it?
No, it don't.
Y'all find the brim?
Yeah, Jack, looks like we got a few brim going over here. How about yourself?
You want a picture of these bass? I'm fixing to turn them loose.
Let me see what you got. What you fixing to do, drop them all in?
Yep. Now that's pretty good hour and a half fishing right there.
That is fine hour and a half fishing.
Outdoors with Archie Phillips is now available on video cassette. Like Volume 21, Dangerous Hunting. Boar hunting takes you on a wild boar hunt in South Alabama where the hunter becomes the prey. Alligator hunting takes you to the swamps of Louisiana for a strange but exciting alligator hunt. And Rattlesnake takes you deep in South Alabama for an educational afternoon full of fangs and rattles. So ask for Dangerous Hunting at your local video store.
Lawrence, I put my little beetle spin looking deal on there.
You did?
Yeah. Sometimes. Boy, that's a pretty thing.
Maybe that's what they want.
Well, I
lately,
just put that little beetle spin with a little chartreuse tail on it. And that might work out pretty good too. I know I caught about, like you, I caught 40 or 50 over here in one day off of a bed of them like that with that, just enough spinner to kind of,
I got a strike.
did you? Just kind of enough to attract them a little bit, you know.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put my crawdad on here in a minute. If I see a bass jump, we may catch a brim in her.
More bass. I'll holler at y'all later.
Well, Jack, we'll be hollering. Oh, there he is another. See that little old spinner done it? You see that?
Doing it, yeah.
Right dead to my left, right yonder, Lawrence.
To your left.
That's a pretty good one right there.
Yeah.
That might be a little old bass. Uh-oh, I'm under the boat or something. No, wait, he come loose. He come
on
loose.
that anchor.
Ooh, that's a fine little one.
That's that spinner making the difference.
Yeah, it made him come on that time, see there? I expect they figure when that thing goes turning
Yeah.
that they better go ahead and get it or they ain't gonna get another chance.
Yeah.
That's pretty good hand-sized brims.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't bad. You waiting on that in Snowball? Get him. Yeah, I bet he's good company out here when you're fishing on. You fish every day, don't you, Lawrence?
All the time.
All the time. You snuck one in around the edge on me there, Lawrence.
Yeah, they moved up a little.
Where'd you go, up that way?
Yeah, way up there.
Well, I'm gonna move up there with them. I ain't throwed none back that way. Lawrence, I believe we done about
Yeah.
got the cool off of them. What you got to do is leave these things sometimes, isn't it?
I got a strike.
You get a hit then?
Mm-hmm.
There's one right up on the bank up there. I mean, right on the bank.
Hard to get him out there.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get up there one time. Might wind up there in that tree is what I'm liable to do. Lawrence, you got any more spots that you had these things cornered up in?
Yeah, I got one down the river.
Well, you wanna go try it?
Yeah, we'll go try it.
All right, let's crank up and go on down there. We done hit these pretty good right in here. I
All right.
expect we done took 15 or 20 out here, hadn't we?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's a good spot right there, huh?
I was gonna get in that little pocket right in yonder.
Okay. So you mopped them up right there yesterday,
Yep, I
huh?
didn't catch nothing today there.
I see.
Yeah, I mopped them up there yesterday, right over on the other side of this log. Next step was top down on both sides there. Right in here, it's real shallow, and right around over on the other side there they were bedding.
I had 2 hits right there. Boom, boom.
That must have been a strike I got then. I lost my bait in.
There he is. Oh, missed it. They pecking a little bit short. They done got scared of us, I guess, Lawrence.
They hitting short, yeah. There you
Got him? Same little spot.
That boat might have scared him when he was over there a while ago.
Yeah. There you go. Boy, it don't take long to get a... Now, Lawrence, you see what I just did? I just throwed mine up there in the oak tree. You don't reckon I'm gonna mess our fishing up, do you? Well, I ain't going over there to get it. I'm just have to break that off, because I ain't messing this fishing hole up.
We'll get it later.
And you know, me and you supposed to know what we're doing, especially me. Watch your head.
It come off.
Yeah, I don't know if I got my bait on there or not, though. Yeah, I got it on there. That's kind of embarrassing, you know, to throw up there in the tree.
I wound up them trees.
You ain't never throwed up no tree, though, like that, have you?
Yeah. all
You've
the
done
time.
that before?
Trying to throw one of them bushes.
All the
right
good
out.
fishermen never did have that happen to him.
You,
Huh?
you ain't fishing if you don't do that.
I sure put it up in there. There they are. There they are, right up under there. I can see them. Whoa, that they're fighting like crazy. Look at that thing fight. Look at that thing jump. Yeah. Now, he would back up under there, though. Yeah. Oh, ain't that pretty? Look at that. How about that, Snowball? You gonna put him in a live well for me? Put him in a live well for me? Hmm? Look at him moving the water back over in there.
Like that.
Yeah, you got him. You got him now. Yeah. Yeah, you got him. That's a sunfish. Hold him up here a minute. Let me show the folks what we're talking about. That's the only one we got that ain't been a bluegill. And right in this area here, around central Alabama and Georgia and Florida, got a little fish we call a green sunfish. Now, this particular lake's full of them. Predominantly got 2 spots right there on the anal fin and the dorsal. Usually got an orange tip. A lot of people call these rock bass, but they're not rock bass. They're green sunfish. They got pretty little stripes on their cheeks up there. They got 2 or 3 little streaks right there, and they've got little turquoise lines all the way down.
Now those sunbream, a lot of
Oh,
them.
that is a fat one. Look at that big devil.
Those sunbream hang around up in there a lot.
Do
too.
they? Boy, that's a fine one there, Lawrence. They're moving all in there.
There you
Got him? There he is. I missed mine, Lawrence. Oh, yeah, right in there. Boy, that's a black one there, isn't he?
Yeah.
There he is.
Hey,
That's a fine one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's fine. We done found their house now, ain't we, Lawrence?
This is what I was wanting you to get into, like
Oh,
catching
yeah.
them like that now.
Yeah.
'Cause I catch them like that just about all the time.
Do you? And when you get on them when they're hot, ain't they?
Yeah. I'll be going along this lake, he hit mine then. And I wasn't paying no attention to what I was doing. But I'll go all day sometime, can't find them things, all of a sudden I'll get into them, fill the box up.
What do you think? You can't find them, or they just decided to turn it on? There he is. Oh.
I don't know exactly what
Look
it
at that,
is.
look at what I done, Lawrence. You see what I did? I jerked that thing so hard.
I saw it when it
Twisted your line all up. And I don't like to do this kind of foolishness when we get on stuff, do you? I mean, it's all right if the fish ain't biting.
One turned over there.
Did he? But dear, what I'm saying is you might be throwing out there, you think they just ain't biting when you're fishing like that, and then all of a sudden they just...
Turn it on, that may be what it is, 'cause it looked to me like they'd be laying there all the time.
But I believe they like bass. When they want
They
to
move out some, I know.
There he is. They hit me short now
Yeah,
Lawrence.
they hit mine in.
I believe when they start that, they get spooky.
Yeah.
Got him?
Yes, sir, I got it. Most of the time they getting about ready to call it a day when they start hitting like that, I think.
Now let me show, boy, now there you go. You got
Yeah.
a fine one there.
Outdoors with Archie Phillips is now available on video cassette, like Volume 19, Cooking from the Wild. Deer butchering shows how to butcher deer into steaks, hamburger, and even sausage, while Outdoorsman's Feast is a cooking show of many different game and wild plants to prepare an extravagant feast with all the trimmings. So ask for Outdoors with Archie Phillips, Cooking from the Wild at your local video store or nearby sporting goods dealer.
See there?
Got him?
Yeah.
He right there, wasn't he?
Small, though.
This ain't them big ones we was in just a while ago, Lawrence. It's funny how one place you'd catch old big ones and another place kind of middle size, and then one place get little ones.
Yeah, those stuff's back
There he is.
down yonder.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, I got
There's
off.
another one.
They just nailing me too short here, Lawrence. I don't know what I'm... Got too much tail out there for them to look at, or what? You got one too?
Uh-huh.
Now you look like you got a good one. Yeah, there's a good one right there. Go back in there and see if I can get one of them big ones. There he is.
Oh, snowball.
He knows about fishing, don't he?
Yeah, there he is.
I got me one. Ah, we got two on at a time, Lawrence. Oh, man, come off. That's some good ones right there. Let me get back in here and get me one.
Snowball. Now, that's what I have to put up with all the time. I'm afraid he's going to get these plugs in his feet. Well, these plugs up here by my leg go.
He just likes to chase them, don't he? Yeah,
he
that's
knocks a lot of them back in the water for me.
That's some good bed ones there.
Get away from that plug.
He gonna get one in his nose and he gonna...
He gets in that old long hair, or he'd already have it in him, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's coming on. They must be bedding good here. Oh, that's another nice one. Goodness gracious. My goodness.
You see the sprouting of a little old weed bed right on around there.
Boy, that there bit like a man. I mean, did you see him jerk that reel?
I wouldn't watch
Now, that's a hybrid right there. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. It's bluegill. I mean, he nailed that like he meant to have it. Just one little old bitty piece of that little old grub tail, that's all it was.
Yeah.
There he is. Two at a time, Lawrence. Listen to him
lake-
pull that drag. Hear him pull that drag? Whoa, him.
This lake's full of them, I'll tell you.
Oh,
I missed another.
Yeah, look at there. Look at there. Now there's one that's a violent looking one. Snowball, you're falling down the job, buddy. Get them out from under my feet there.
Yeah.
Boy, that's a fine one there. Look at that big thing there, Lawrence.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty thing, I'm telling you now.
That's the good part of it. Fishing like this, you don't pick up a pile of little ones all the time.
I know it. Well, now, these definitely are bed and brim. I mean, they...
There he is. You see
got him?
He grabbed that one right on top of the water.
Did he? Boy, that's a bright one. Look how pretty and bright that is.
He ain't all that big, but
He's a pretty one. We must be sitting right on top of them, Lawrence. I'm talking about we must be right on their head.
yeah.
Boy, that looks like a good one there, Lawrence.
He's pretty fair.
Oh yeah, yeah. Look at look at the color on that. Just as bright orange as anything you'll ever see. Now that one is a colored
Is
up
that
brim.
supposed to be the boy there?
No, that's female there.
That's a female?
Yes, sir. Little old male, he's a little old skinny thing. Little old bit. There's another. There's mine. He ain't big. That ain't nowhere near the size of what you got. I can promise you there. Look at that thing, Lawrence. Look at that little old
Sun
thing.
for a sun rim.
Yeah.
Outdoors with Archie Phillips is now available on video cassette, like Volume 18, Louisiana Duck Hunting. Louisiana is gifted with the world's best flyaway and a cast of characters that provide that southern flavor. Our guests have harvested many ducks and they bring their techniques home to you. You learn how to set decoys and a calling lesson you'll never forget. So ask for Louisiana Duck Hunting at your favorite video store or nearby sporting goods dealer.
Lawrence, that's a pretty good string of fish right there. But now, I ain't got them all. You're going to have to get down here on the bottom and help me a little bit.
All right.
But I've counted so far, I think we've got 95. This would be 96. There's 96 right there. Let me see here. 97. Let me find you. They're hard to get out of here now.
The bottom was falling out.
98. 99. One more in here. That's 100. That's a good limit of fish, isn't it? In anybody's book. I want to tell you, I appreciate you bringing me out here.
Oh, yeah.
And look at that. How many pounds of fish is that, Lawrence?
I don't know that.
It's a mess up, Mo, ain't it?
I bet 25, 30 pounds.
At
yeah.
least. I appreciate you showing me all them good tricks. I'm sure all the viewers did. We got an hour and a half worth of cleaning to do. You know that, don't you? If we're going to fry these things tonight. And y'all folks stay tuned again with us for some more Outdoors with Archie Phillips. Appreciate you being with us on the Mystery Lake of Jefferson County.
I like going hunting, just me, my hound, and my gun. Chasing them deer, rabbit, and squirrel, now that's my kind of fun. I like going fishing too, I'll go on any whim. Looking for the big bass, the crappie, and the brim. Give me a wide open field to walk through. Give me an ocean so deep. I wanna ride the longest river in the world, or maybe climb the highest mountain peak.
Well, folks, we're up on Pickwick Lake. Got Ray Gresham here and Leon Tidwell from, Leon, you're from Muscle Shoals, ain't you, Leon? And raised from Florence up there.
Right.
And these boys know this lake and they know it good. And I'm not real familiar with it. I ain't done that much fishing. I fished up behind a wheeler. That's that way, isn't it? Up that way?
Yeah, about 15 miles.
And tell the folks, if you would, Ray, about where we're at and how we got here.
Well, we We're right here at the head of Kroger Island right now. We put in at Natchez Trace and at the Carbert Park ramp there, and we're
That's a federal
right, a federal
kind of
parkway and
free place, isn't it?
right. They got camping and all facilities there, and a large boat ramp.
Yeah, that was a big one, boy.
This,
you could put 4 or 5 boats in a time up
yeah,
there.
best one in this area. We don't have a boat ramp in this area like we do in South Alabama.
I see. And kind of what is the game plan today, Ray? What you think we're gonna get into and how we gonna do it?
Well, we're gonna start out fishing these stump rows before the current comes on. Sometimes it's on up in the mornings, or sometimes they maybe even to dinner before they cut the current on. And then when they cut the current on, we're gonna move out and fish the humps and mounds and sandbars.
I see. Well, tell us what kind of rigs we got here today. I see you got a black jig on yours. Let's talk about that jig a little bit here. Pull it up here.
That's just a little black hair jig I'm gonna start try this morning. And normally for smallmouth we'll use a smoke grub, a little black jig, and a white bucktail that Leon's got on here. We just put on something to be different, see which one they like the best today.
Swing that white one up here, Leon.
And this one right here has been real good lately.
This white bucktail?
Right.
It's a pretty long one too, ain't it?
Yeah, I don't know, they like it.
I see. And about what weight is this we're using?
Well, since there's no current on, we usually like to go to light. Those are 1/8 ounce. We, throw kind of lightweight, and then when the current's on, we use a quarter or a little bigger.
What test line are we gonna be using?
I got 8 on here. I think Leon's got 10 on that.
8.
Yeah.
No, that's pretty much what you like when it's in still water.
Well, we use it a lot of times down that current, but boy, you just got to hold on when you get wood old.
All right. Well, how about doing this now? And a lot of folks have never used a jig for especially fishing for bass. How about pitching out there and show them the kind of stroke that you generally use for your fishing?
Well, just throw it out there, and I usually just let it hit the bottom. Sometimes I'll just kind of hop it along just like you would a worm or something like that, and then a lot of times I'll just kind of swim it, just maybe a few turns, just kind of swim it on the bottom, kind of like that, just whichever way they want it better.
Either hop it or swim it. That's your two systems there, right? Now these old smallmouth, do they just get it a light tap, or do they get on it pretty good?
Sometimes you just feel a light tap and you set the hook, and it might be a big one, it might be a pounder or two, and then again that dude will hit it and be done trying to pull the rod out of your hand before you know what going on.
Well, now these things up here, these smallmouth are real fast fighters. I mean, they tough, ain't they?
I'm telling you.
All right. Well, we're gonna get rigged up here, and we're gonna work the stump rows until the water comes on. Then we're gonna get out on the humps, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Hey, look at that. Look at going yonder. Oh, look at him.
Get on it.
Yeah, he nailed that thing, didn't he?
He took off with it.
Oh, I tell you what, that devil's a fighter, ain't he, Ray?
He ain't about a pound and a half.
But look at him fight, though. Goodness
No, they
gracious.
do that.
Man, that's a tough little old fish, ain't
He's
it?
pulling the drag a little bit.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Oh, I see what you mean now. Look at that thing fight.
I think he's about, boy, he got it sucked it down in there. He was really
He
wanting
sure
it.
has.
How much you
Oh,
want?
ain't that a pretty thing?
Ain't nothing like him.
Let's get a side view. Let folks see the colors in that thing, right?
Yeah, he's colored up pretty. Boy,
Yeah.
he sucked that. Look there, Leon. Had it way back down.
Wait.
Yeah, it wasn't far.
He got a little smudge on the bottom here and got bars in him, and that's a pretty thing.
Beautiful fish.
He sure is.
I hate anybody that takes them out of the water unless it's trophy fish.
Yeah, that's a beauty.
They ought to pass a law to forbid them to eat him. Now look there, he's been hooked before, and somebody turned him back loose.
Turn that sideways over on this way, right in here.
This way.
Yeah, he sure was turned. Or either was born deformed, maybe. But
Nah, that's a
it's
tort.
probably
That's
been
a tort
been
place.
hooked, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's a tort place.
Well,
Well, see, no bigger than that, Neil. You saw how he cut up.
Yes, sir.
When we get,
You get a 5-pounder, you got all you can handle, ain't you?
I didn't feed him. He just hit it on the run coming toward me, Leon. Like
I
never
tell you
caught
what, a
up.
lot of time I hit it on the drop too, won't you, Ray?
Yeah. We can get some current running this afternoon and get in some of them good ones down there where they. Remember we was down there on Bluff Creek last fall, Leon, and that dude hit that thing full speed. And that drag just started singing. You said, "Wow, what a smallmouth, you know." Ain't nothing like them. Small one too, I believe.
It don't matter. He bit like he weighed 10 pounds.
He thumped it then. I felt him.
I mean,
right
when
beside
he
that
hit
stump,
that thing, he nearly took it out of your hand, didn't
They ain't jumping much, Leon. They didn't jump any yesterday.
he? Look at that thing. Now, you think that ain't a pretty fish? Just look at that thing. I mean, you was standing there like jerked it out of your hand when he hit that thing, didn't he?
Well, when I set the hook on him, yeah.
Now, he's
I felt him hit it. He didn't do like that other one.
Well, I'll just be.
Beautiful fish.
How long you been fishing for these smallmouth, Ray?
Well, I don't know. You know, just I don't fish for smallmouth, just primarily the smallmouth much as Leon fish, because we fish so many tournaments, that kind of dictates where I go fishing, you know. And
But you more of a largemouth fisherman?
well, I guess you might say that, but I like to come down here after these when I get a chance, you know.
I can see why. Boy, them things are tough.
Last year, Thanksgiving week, I was on vacation, and we came down here and got on them things. Me and Leon come one day, but the 2 days before Thanksgiving, I had a 613, a 6.7, a 6.1, 5.12, and a 5.4, and that other one was 4.5. That was just the big ones in 2 days. And I just knew I was going to get me one over 7, you know. And then they cut the spillways on the next day for the rest of the week.
That messed it up?
Yeah.
Well, now,
Messed up the fishing out on the humps and things. Now, Leon them found them in there on the shallow gravel bars and things like that, but wasn't not any big fish, all the big ones. But
did you tell me one of your buddies caught a big one this last week?
Yeah, he had a 7.9 Friday.
Boy, that's a fine smallmouth.
There he is. He ain't very big.
Well, hey, wait a minute, look at him. Look at him. He got one coming in there. There you go, right?
Yeah.
Well, look at there. How about that? Got a channel on that thing. Oh, that's a pretty thing. That's a pretty thing. Got him on the old black grub, wasn't it, Ray?
Outdoors with Archie Phillips is now available on video cassette, like Volume 17, Turkey Calling with a Champion. Preston Pittman, one of the nation's best turkey callers, takes you to his favorite hunting area in Monticello, Mississippi. Preston shares with you how to predict turkey habits and territories and how to call turkeys from the beginner to the most professional. Preston also teaches you his midday hunting techniques. So ask for Outdoors with Archie Phillips, Turkey Hunting with a Champion at your local video store.
Well, Archie, that stop is behind us is where a stump field comes up shallow, and it's all gravel. And the stump field kind of split. The channel kind of splits right here on this, right in this area here. And it's a real good place for smallmouth and largemouth, but it's basically a real big stump field where the channel kind of splits, which is always good.
Well, we got to get a little current on here. It's going to be slow, ain't it?
It sure is. We need some current.
There you go.
We'll go home, cut the air conditioner on, and run back down here, what we need to do.
So I believe they're cutting a little water on here. You can see it running around the buoy, and we're going to try these humps right off the river channel here and see what we can come up with.
And what is he, just natural hills or old Indian mounds?
Indian mounds and humps and all that kind of stuff.
All kind of stuff.
This right here is the Indian mound.
This one right here?
Yeah.
All right, let's catch an Indian mound smallmouth. That'd suit me fine.
I'm ready.
There you go.
I think it's another small one.
Rum or something.
No, that pretty little old smallmouth there. That devil fight. Now he's a kind of a gold-looking one, isn't he? Look at that pretty thing. Look at that pretty thing. Shook him off.
Yeah, don't need to handle him anyway.
Yeah, there you go. He hit that black one, didn't he, Ray?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you just got through chaining. Just take what it takes, ain't it?
Whatever they want.
Are you touching the bottom?
Oh, yeah, I'm letting it hit the bottom every time. I'm just winding over instead of bumping it. Ooh, I thought one.
Got him now, Leon?
I got him. He's a small one.
What'd he do? Come back and hit it again?
No, I just...
Was that a different fish?
Needing it.
Oh, that's a pretty thing. Pretty
He's
thing.
black and green.
Let me pull him up here. Let's look at that thing, Leon. Pull that thing up here. Let's look at it. Boy, he's a fighter, ain't he? Look at that thing. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's a pretty thing. Let me see what you're using up there now, Leon.
I'm using grub.
Using that old smoky-looking grub. Yeah. Yeah. Let me get hold of that thing right there. I got it. That's a pretty thing. Yes, sir.
Oh, baby.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good
right?
in there. Oh, he's coming this way.
Is he gonna jump?
I don't know, unless it's cotton picking. Large
Oh, that's a largemouth. Loch at that
No
thing.
wonder he
Well, that's a
didn't
good
jump.
one too. Let me get the net on that. That's too big to lift it.
No, I'll lip him.
Huh?
I'll lip him, let him have his fun.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
fine
yeah.
largemouth. Look at that thing. Goodness gracious alive.
Pretty fish.
That is a pretty fish. Yes, sir, that's a pretty one. Hold him up here and let me get her. Oh,
Yeah, that
Yes,
may have been
sir.
what it was a while ago. When I got him, he never would have got off.
Yeah, that's a good lick.
Huh?
Don't look like it, does it?
Well, buddy, she's been on there. Look at there at the tail. Look, there's a bad spot right there.
Yeah.
I don't know whether I'm
That's
gonna get this
pretty
hook
there.
out or not. There it is.
Yeah. Put that in there in the live well. That's pretty enough one to put in the live well there.
Well, if you want to.
All right. Look at him. Look at him.
Oh, I know he hit it reeling in.
Red. In other words, you was swimming him along too, wasn't he?
Yeah, I was fixing to reel in fast, and as he hit it, I know it's going to be a skipjack or a stripe.
Uh-huh. That's a pretty little old thing.
All right, we're gonna have to go back the other way. It doesn't come up to 12 or 13 then.
Now, let me ask you this, Leon. Is it just this kind of mound? Is it just a rounded up mound?
Hey, very big.
A tapered man. In other words, it's come up to 9, 10, 11, 12. You know, the 9 is on both sides, and also like it ain't like a
Just kind of a
sloping.
in other words, over a period of time, the rain and all is probably just kind of.
Down.
But you've seen some big ones down there, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that
Think
Indian.
about I've learned this through diving, where all the fish is being caught with I've caught fish and everything. It's always a shelly, muscly, rocky, gravelly bottom, and that's where the mound is at. You can go out anywhere else. You can get off that mound, and it won't be that old mud, silky, like in the bottom of a pond. You know, you can step in it and you can get up that deep and old slime, old stuff.
Yeah.
That's the way the rest of the bottom is on this river. It's just old slime and stuff. What do you find? You find it?
There's something down there deep. Stump with a big fish laying on top of it. All right, it's deeper over here. It's 10 feet. It's right in there. It's shallowest I'm on. Yeah, look here. Stop.
Hold on, Leon. Is it a good one? Huh?
No, not really.
Wow, that is a good one too. Let me get that net. Woo! Woo! Hold on there, Leon. Hold on. We gonna let that one escape. Get him up here. Get him up here, Leon. Man, that's a good one.
Be netted. You know, let him net him, Leon.
Ooh, look at that thing. Ah, yeah, that's a fine smallmouth there. Hold on here. Pulled right off, and that's where them fish were. They were right where you said they was. Look at that.
Outdoors with Archie Phillips is now available on video cassette, like Volume 16, Catfish. Jug fishing teaches you the art of catching catfish with quart jugs, while Jump Box shows a fast and easy way to set a trot line. Box fishing shows how to use slat boxes, and grabbing catfish shows the technique of catching catfish out of submerged logs. So ask for Catfish at your local video store or nearby sporting goods dealer.
This is what I use right here.
Okay.
I rig it up weedless, which is the best way to fish it. You push it up to the bottom, then you pull it out. All right. Then you turn it like around like a one-hook worm. Same thing you do. Push it up on there. Same thing with a one-hook worm. You get you enough
Slack.
slack in it. Pull it up there. Pull that tip out right there. You can feel that tip. You won't miss no fish because of it, and you can pull through stump.
All right, then let me see you. Your tail is down, right?
No, it don't make no difference.
It don't make no difference. All right, come till it stops. Come till it stops right there.
Yeah, don't
Push it on through, right?
Yeah.
Then
Turn it around now. You got, where. Then when you come out, you gotta. When you come out, you gotta twist that. You gotta twist that rub back around.
I see. Oh yeah.
Cause that lets your hook come out there. But I tell you what you done. You went too far on that barb. Cause when you do,
They ain't gonna have.
it's gonna be crooked.
So I gotta take a little of it out,
Yeah,
right? I gotta back off a little bit.
You took too
Took too big a bite.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna back it off and take less of a bite about right there.
There you go. Yeah.
All right, then turn the worm around.
Turn around, well.
Push him up on there, and then slip the hook
Right.
In there like that right there.
Uh-huh.
And that's where you've been fishing that thing?
Yep. And
No wonder I was getting hung
that's
up.
got to be straight. See that pipe straight? If you get too much bite on this thing, it'll be crooked. So you want it to be straight.
That ain't real straight. Let me see, I need to back it off just a little, don't I? All right, that ain't right there.
No.
How about that right there?
No. I tell you what. Another thing, I don't like the barbs on them.
You don't like that?
I don't like it.
Well, you like it without a barb?
I like it without a barb.
All right, let's go again.
You push it down to the head right there. See,
yeah, okay.
See, that ain't much. But I said it don't make no difference the tail turning up or down, but you want it to come out of that groove, either this groove or this groove, see?
I see.
Right, and then you come out. And you got to turn that worm.
Yeah, you're about 3 rings down is about what you are.
Right, you push that up there.
Okay, you got about 1/4 inch hung onto the worm, right?
Right.
All right,
and
now.
then you take your slack and be sure to put your hook in that groove right there.
In that groove.
Yeah. In there.
And then you just back it up where it.
Yeah, right.
Now that hook's sticking out. You want that hook exposed?
Just like that right there.
About 1/8 of an inch.
Yeah. Just where you can touch it.
And you can feel it.
You can feel it.
And that'll get him.
That'll get it.
All right, maybe that's what I've been doing wrong all day. See, you've been keeping all this stuff to yourself, is what you've been doing now, Leon. All right, let's go out there and get that you just missed.
I heard you.
Come on here, fish. He ain't coming to the boat, he ain't. You think it's catfish? How what you think it is?
No, I just got a glimpse of him out there. No, it may be a smallmouth. Sometimes when you hang them deep or something, they won't come up. Don't let him get in the motor.
Look out, look out, look out, look out. Hold on there, buddy.
Don't let him get in the motor.
He's trying to get in there.
Cut the boat around, Leon.
But he ain't coming, I tell you. He just ain't coming.
Yeah, he took off in like a smallmouth.
He's trying to get on that motor is what he's trying to do. I don't dare tighten that drag up.
No, you don't want to do that.
Because like I say, I ain't got but 6-pound test line.
Tighten up, tighten up. Yes, smallmouth.
Ooh, look at that thing.
Tighten up.
Look at that thing. Holy mackerel, what a smallmouth.
That's what we've been after right there.
I'm gonna hug your neck for that one, right? What a beautiful fish. What a beautiful fish. Now that is a fine fish. I appreciate that coaching, because if I'd have put one more notch on that drag, he'd been gone, wouldn't he?
Man, you get one of these, you won't
Boy,
lose
ain't
off
that
on that
beautiful.
drag or anything.
Hey,
Surprised he
Leon,
didn't come up, though.
I appreciate that rigging on that grub that time.
There you go, Leon, about 4.5.
Come on, Leon, hold that one now.
There he is, that's
Oh,
on
it's a
Leon.
beauty, look at him. Goodness gracious.
I'll get this in.
Easy now, don't go bragging yet, Leon.
Hey,
Listen.
hey, Archie, let me use the net now.
All right, you use the net here.
This is mine now.
All right, here, here.
He'll make another run or two
Look
here at
out,
the boat. He's
look
going
out.
to jump again. Watch it. He's going to come out of there
Holy
again.
mackerel.
Come
Boy, that is a
down over
beautiful
here.
fish. I'm talking about a beautiful fish. Don't let him get on that. Don't let him get on that motor.
I don't know where he's going to come up again or not. At least she done got tired.
They'll finally lay down on.
Well, she ain't quit yet. She might not jump, but she ain't quit. Now
Here she
you,
come, here she
now you
come.
watch. She'll go again when she gets up here to this boat.
Here she comes, here she comes, here she comes, here she comes.
Oh, look at that. Look at that beautiful smallmouth.
She just
Leon.
about give out though.
Easy does it now.
Oh, that's nice.
Holy mackerel, what a beauty. What a beautiful smallmouth
That'll
that
wear
is.
you out right there.
What'll that
See,
weigh?
that and go 6 or better.
Holy mackerel. Holy mackerel. What a
She's
beautiful
full too.
fish.
She ain't laid yet. Look at her. Look at her tail. She's getting ready to lay.
Yeah, that's a beauty there. That's
Here,
fine.
Leon, you hold him up and let him take your picture. I'm getting tired of all this.
You getting tired of holding that fish? Yeah. Now,
I
Leon,
heard that after I caught him all day.
that is a fine, fine
Where did I
smallmouth.
lay my
Now,
rod
that right
down?
there,
We got
notice
some
he's got a,
Now he's dark.
he's a good bit darker than the rest of them.
Yeah.
And you can see them bars pretty pronounced.
Outdoors with Archie Phillips is now available on video cassette. Like Volume 15, The Lost Art of Jigger Pole Fishing. Jigger pole fishing was a popular fishing technique of many old-timers, and Randy Howell has brought this extremely productive method to new heights. This video explains all the equipment needed and how to use it for an exploding topwater shell. Each and every strike is seen as the fish actually takes the bait. So ask for Volume 15, The Lost Art of Jigger Pole Fishing, at your local video store.
Ray, I enjoyed the trip. I tell you what, this is a super place, and we just have had a great time up here today with the fishing out there, Leon. And we got that's the biggest smallmouth I believe I ever caught that I know of. Caught some littler ones, but I ain't never caught one that size. And we want to, what's your buddy's name that let us use his fine boat out there today?
Paul Cantrell.
Paul Cantrell. Well, I mean,
Fine old fella.
20-footer, isn't it?
Yeah, 20-footer.
One of the largest bass boats I've ever been in, and we just had a great time out there. Takes a lot of equipment to do one of these shows, but it
We
did
kinda
real.
lost part of a prop coming in.
Yeah, you know, that's the thing about it. A lot of folks ain't never seen a prop off a 230 horsepower motor throwed off, but that's what it looks like, in case you had never seen it. And Ray, we got, you know, want to tell the folks to, if they want to enjoy some fishing, come up. This is Colbert
Park. Yeah, the Natchez Trace, where Natchez Trace crosses the Tennessee River.
I see. And
A real nice ramp down here and put in 4 or 5 boats at a time.
that is a beautiful ramp right there. I mean, you can just, yeah, ain't nobody gets in each other's way there, does it?
No, that's right.
Got nice restrooms, they got a camping area, they got a swimming area right there, and it's easy to get to right off of Natchez Trace. So anybody wants to enjoy some great outdoors, just come on up here. This is Colbert County, right?
Right.
Colbert County, Alabama, up North Alabama. What's the closest town up here?
Well, Tuscumbia, Florence, Sheffield, Musgrove, and all right
Up in here in North Alabama. Well, fellas, it's been a pleasure for me to be fishing with y'all. Maybe we can get together and do it again, and can't remember when I had a better day.
Well,
All right,
you
Archie.
enjoyed it.
And y'all folks stay tuned again next week for some more outdoors with Archie Phillips.
I like going hunting, just me, my hound, and my gun. Chasing them deer, rabbit, and squirrel, now that's my kind of fun. I like going fishing too, I'll go on any whim. Looking for the big bass, the crappie, and the brim. Give me a wide open field to walk through. Give me an ocean so deep. I wanna ride the longest river in the world, or maybe climb the highest mountain peak.
Folks, we're down on one of the big bass lakes of Alabama, Miller's Ferry. It's dammed up from the Alabama River with my good friend Philip Chris, who's one of the shown up big bass fishermen. He don't like me to fool around with these small bass, and I get nervous. I like to catch whatever's biting, but Philip said, "Now, Archie, we ain't after them little obedience. We after these big ones." And I want to take a minute here and let Philip, he has had real good luck all week here. Philip, give us a little lowdown on what you've been doing here this weekend.
Well, Archie, we've been doing real good on some good fish, and we're using this lunker lure here. It's I call it crawfish color, and of course I rig it with a trailer hook on it, and I'm using a chocolate split tail behind it.
Now, you said you didn't do any good on other colors, didn't you?
Well, we've caught a few on black and white and caught a few on the yaller too, but this has been the basic color. This color, and we've caught a few on this color right here.
I see. So any of the you call it lunker lure, but any of that type of right up on top spinning type lure, that's what you're talking about?
Yes, sir. We're gonna be fishing over milfoil patches, and you're gonna have to, you know, when it hits in the water, if it hits in the milfoil, you're gonna have to get it up on top and ski it real quick and just slow it down in the holes to where just as slow as you can pull it without it, you know, getting down in the milfoil, and that's where the fish has been coming from.
Yeah, last time me and you was down there, we did one of the best big shows I've done. I think we had 57 pound of fish, wasn't it, or somewhere in that
Something
neighborhood?
like that. We done it was awfully good.
How many did you get yesterday, Philip?
I caught a double limit yesterday.
Double limit yesterday.
Yes.
All right, now tell them, here's the lure we're going to try to do a little work with.
Well,
I've never fished it much.
This lure here, it's a weed wing, and I use it for areas that you cannot get a lunker lure or anything else in, you know, because this is virtually the most weedless lure you can throw. It's good, but you're gonna miss a ton of fish on it. You're gonna miss way more than you catch.
In other words, you're gonna have a lot of excitement though, ain't you?
Hopefully. Now they've been slow on it, but they could turn loose on this thing anytime. But you having to pull this lure so fast. I've had them hit at it 4 and 5 times all the way to the boat, knocking it out of the water and everything else. And then sometimes, first time they hit it, they'll just about swallow it. But you'll miss more than you catch.
What other kind of lure now we gonna be fishing?
Well, when I have one to hit, miss that weed wing or that lunker lure, I can throw this old, well, if I can get it off into that rod, pull it off there, Archie.
All right.
That little old frog right there. You can take and pitch that little old frog over in there where he's struck at and just let it sit there and bounce it a time or two, and if he's hadn't run off, and the majority of the time he'll get it. I mean, he'll just
nail that old frog.
He'll come
so
up
we're gonna be
it.
basically fishing thick, heavy cover, and we got to use what you can use in this type of cover to catch any fish, right?
Right, and where we're gonna be fishing now, the water's up on us today. It's been down about 2.5 foot, and you're not going to be able to see some of the milfoil, but it's there.
It's there.
And that's where we're going to be fishing, is over the milfoil patches.
Now show me exactly how you was doing that thing yesterday.
Well, it's just, a lot of people want to pull it up fast like that. And
that ain't good, is it?
I pull mine just about like that, real
well, it just
slow.
Barely will happen, right?
Just barely will make a racket.
Now, you was telling me before that you've got to have a feel in your hands about that blade spinning. If it don't feel just right in your hand, the way the blades turn.
Right, that's mostly on an underwater bait. On this bait here, though, I try to see how high it's riding in the water. Now, a lot of times you want to drop it down where it'll just make a wake, not even bubble.
I got you.
It just depends on how you can manage to get these fish to hit. If they want it like that right there, we'll fish it that way. If they want to slow it down to run it right on top of the water like that,
well, in other words, depending on how the pattern goes for the day, depending on how we're going to work this thing, isn't that right?
Right. I'm telling you, there's some good fish down here now. Oh, we got on some good fish.
He's going in the weeds right there. There he is.
Oh,
that's a little better one. That's a little better fish.
You gonna need the net on him?
I don't know. I ain't seen him good yet. Boy, he's going like 90 miles an hour. It's almost a keeper, ain't it, Philip?
Yeah, that's a keeper.
Yeah, look at there.
That sure is.
I just barely got him. Oh, I'm like to pull him too late. I mean, too soon. Look at there.
Yeah.
I got him right there. That's that little old 4-inch macho with it's motor oil colored. But see them little flakes that look like little chopped up June bugs? And it's been deadly down on Lay. And it worked good down at Lock 7 the other day. We was using it on some there. So it's been a pretty good little worm. Hold it, Phil.
He's a small one, but...
That's the same spot you said he was at, though, wasn't it? Did he hit it way in or just right out in the middle there?
He hit it out from the bank there. He's another keeper. He sure is small, but we can make dinner out of it.
I know. We could have been a great old big one in there too, though, Phil.
He sure could have. Just as easy.
That's a good little pocket right through here. Tell you one thing, when you see places like this, you know there's fish in there unless somebody's done something to mess them up. There he is. I got a pickup. There he goes. There he goes. There he goes.
Get him.
There he is. Right on that limb. I can't tell how big he is. He runs sideways. Oh, Philip, look at there. You see that. Now, that wasn't what hit yours.
No, that right there wasn't the fish he hit.
I tell you right now, I was getting all ready when that thing picked it up. I thought it would be about a 4-pounder on there. Look at there, what you done to me, Philip.
I thought maybe that I just stuck there might have been him too.
I did too. He run right up there, right in the same spot. I'm talking about he picked it up in the same place, you know.
Outdoors with Archie Phillips is now available on video cassette, like Volume 14, Survival on Wild Edibles. J.T. Dabbs, a wild edible expert, shows you how to find these plants in the wild and how to properly prepare them into a tasty feast. Archie also shows how to build primitive fires with fire by friction. For an educational tour through Mother Nature, ask for Outdoors with Archie Phillips, Survival on Wild Edibles at your local video store.
Thought I'd leave this worm on a little while to kind of check the activity out, because if we get enough pickups, we know that they're still biting, you know what I'm talking about? We ought to get one down this bank here. It's just too pretty. There he is. Philip, I got to beat that now. That's 3 little ones in a row.
Yeah.
I ain't even got to measure this one, Philip. I can almost guess this one in, that he ain't big enough. See, I can guess him in.
I believe you can on that.
Yeah, I can guess that in right there. Now that was here. He just run out there and smacked that thing like he was Sears.
Got a nut in there?
Tapped it. It could have been a brim.
Still
No,
got
there
it.
you go.
There you go.
Ah! Philip, I'm getting too little a fish. Reckon that 4-inch worm's just catching too many, or you think 2 little ones, or you think a more big ones will hit it?
The big one might hit it, but you sure are you wearing them little ones out, ain't you?
Yeah, but I'm just wondering, how come I can't nail me a big one back over? But I'm getting them over in that thick stuff where they ought to be. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Got him, man. Hold him, Philip. He got on that weed wing that time, didn't he?
Yeah.
You said, let me...
Look at that, how little thing.
Put up in there. Boy, he come right out of there and nailed it, didn't he? Let me see you do that again, Philip. Go way back yonder by that, see that log back there, that turtle sitting on it? Can you get it that far back? That is a neat little old lure, isn't it?
You got a nutting on over?
Pick up. Can't. I think he dropped it, though.
No, he got it.
I think he's still there.
Yeah. See what he is.
There he is. You know, I believe that they got a size that just a certain size is gonna hit my 4-inch worm right out here this morning. You know, I believe he run back both of these little old fish and run back twice and picked that thing back up though, because I felt like he set that thing down, Philip.
Yeah.
You know, I just run up, maybe shake it and then set it down.
Yeah.
I believe that's what he's doing though.
Well, that little old worm buddy, they'll flat pick it up, won't they?
Now, Philip, that's the kind of place it's made for, ain't it?
Yeah.
Back over out of the way.
Ain't but a couple of baits that you can get in there to do that with, and that'd be something like this or a frog.
There it comes.
I tell you, Archie, we ain't doing no good out here. It's bright sun and or whatever the trouble is, we ain't doing no good. But I tell you what we can do. I got a real good place that we can go into. I say good, it's tough, it's aggravating, it's a swamp. Don't nobody hardly ever fish it, but we can catch. Sometimes you can get in there. I believe we can do better than what we're doing out here.
Now, where there's a swamp hole, what you talking about?
It is a swamp hole.
Now, you talking to the old swamp hole man. I love them things.
But this one is aggravating. It's just, you get wedged a lot and you have to move around. It's tough, but there's fish in it. I've caught some good bass out of it, and I've caught plenty good crappie out of it.
Well, I got a rule, Philip, that I go by. I don't never try to guide the guide. So if you think that's what we ought to do, let's do it.
If we're gonna get us a mess of fish, look like we're gonna have to do something, and that's a good place that I know. Like I say, it don't hardly anybody fish in it, very seldom. And I know we can catch some good fish in there.
All right, let's go get
nice crappie in there. gonna be aggravating now.
That's all right. That's all right. I'm
It's
ready.
rough, but
I'm ready.
well, let's go do it, 'cause
Okay.
this just ain't getting it.
Outdoors with Archie Phillips is now available on video cassette, like Volume 13, Turkey Techniques. Jerry Gardner, a well-accomplished turkey hunter, shows how to select an area to hunt, how to set up a blind, and many calls from the beginner to the most professional caller. This video shows 3 turkeys harvested using these techniques. So if you're in the mood for turkey hunting, Turkey Techniques is the video for you. Ask for Turkey Techniques at your local video store.
Is this where we're gonna fish, right in here?
No, we're gonna go on down.
Okay.
But about 3 years ago, we come in here and we sat right here and throwed down that little straight.
Uh-huh.
We caught something pretty. My brother, Ricky, I know he caught one I know was better than 3 pounds.
Goodness gracious.
We went and got some minnows and come back in here
Uh-huh.
and we caught them just about as fast as you can drop a minnow in the water.
Well, I'll be darned. Which way we going when we get in here now?
We fixing to. I'm gonna try to watch these trees. That old beaver hut right there on Archie.
Yeah, right out there in the middle.
That's what I'm looking for.
Is that
right there.
is that where you want to start?
Yes, that's where we're gonna start at right there. That beaver hut kind of just the center of attraction.
That's one of your landmarks too to keep you from getting
Right.
lost, ain't
If
it?
I find that beaver hut, I know about where I'm at.
Well, you know, we want to caution folks about this type of fishing. This is like the Okefenokee Swamp in essence. And it ain't a good idea to come just trucking off down here unless you start early in the morning and get with somebody that knows what they're doing, because some of these swamps go forever.
Right. Person get in here, all he's got to do is just turn the boat around 2 or 3 times, and if he ain't got a compass or know where he's at, he's in trouble about finding his way back. And if he winds up and he's in here after dark, I believe he's sure enough in trouble.
He better just plan on staying tomorrow morning and hope
Right.
somebody knows where he's at, right?
Right. If he's like me, I don't know if you could burn any of this stuff, but if I was caught in here after dark, I'd try to burn this swamp down. I couldn't stand it in here.
Boy, I bet the skeeters would haul you out here at night, don't you?
Lord, I believe they would too.
And you might get ate up by alligators. A lot of alligators in here now, ain't there?
Well, I know there's ones that I've seen them.
Yeah.
About, they say they don't get big, but I believe this one's 10 foot or better.
All right, now, Philip, let's don't spook these fish.
Now, we want
I've caught a lot of fish around an old beaver hut. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Now, what are we pretty well gonna start off with? You got anything special in your mind that you want to do?
Well, I'm gonna start out with just a little beetle fin type bait here with that's a sisal shad, 1-inch sisal shad, yellow and black.
Uh-huh.
And I've used it in here before and seems to do real good, so we'll start out with that, and if it don't hit, we'll flip around and we
Find something that
find
will.
something that they will hit.
All right, well, let's just do it.
I'm ready. I'm ready to feel something pull on this line.
I'm gonna get over here and go over here backwards. We got to remember there's overhanging trees in here too, haven't
You
we, Philip?
ain't kidding.
Everywhere
just
you
don't.
throw is a limb. It's the most aggravating thing in the world, be fishing where you got overhanging limbs. I got him on, Philip. He hit that crawdad. I don't know where he's at, don't know what it is. Looks like a grinnell. No, it ain't. What in the world is that? Chain pair. Look at that thing go. Whoa, him.
You better you don't break your line.
Oh, he done got me back up on it. Here he comes.
Outdoors with Archie Phillips is now available on video cassette, like Volume 12, Deer Hunting Techniques. Dr. Bob Shepard has taken over 370 deer by observing deer habits throughout each season. Bob demonstrates how to use map, wind direction, and feeding habits to predict just how a particular buck will use funnel areas to move from one plot of land to another. He also shows how to choose a tree for your stand and how to approach that tree with different wind directions. So ask for Deer Hunting Techniques at your local video store.
Now, Philip, you said you was going to show me how to rig up a do-nothing worm, and just give me a minute there and show me what you're doing.
Well, first of all, Archie, we got a 1-ounce lead.
Now, man, that's a big old lead.
It's a big lead. And then we put a bead on. That's to keep your lead from coming down against your swivel and cutting your line.
I see.
And we tie a barrel swivel in there.
Okay.
And then we're about 3 foot behind it.
All right.
We got a do-nothing worm. Now, you can take any kind of worm and rig it do-nothing.
Okay.
Any of them, lizards or a regular worm, 6-inch, 8-inch, it don't make no difference.
All right, show them how you rig that thing now.
Well, you just take and tie your 2 hooks, you know, on your line, and I just take and feed them through the worm.
Uh-huh.
And bring them out kind of parallel. Now, you can buy these particular type worms. You can take and stick this thing on the hook like that right there and make
totally
it
weedless.
totally weedless. But I just leave them loose to where when the fish hits it, he actually sets the hook himself. When you feel the tap, you just pop your wrist, or a lot of times you just reel them on in.
All right, now what do you just throw it out there and then do what?
Just drag it back. You
just do nothing.
Do nothing.
Just drag it
just
back.
drag it back.
And have you caught many on that rigging?
Yes, sir. No, I've caught a lot this year, especially down at Demopolis. They hit it real good down there. And Saturday down here, this past Saturday, I done real good.
All right, is that an anytime worm or summertime or what?
Well, mostly the hotter it is, the better it is.
Points?
And points. And I get on a point and I'll just fan cast around that point to find the fish. Is there, they hit. Seem like they hit this worm a lot quicker than they will any of the others.
I see.
You catch a lot of little fish on this worm. I ain't never caught no real big ones on it.
Okay.
But generally, if there's small fish here, you can get out a little bit further, a little bit deeper, and catch, you know, your better fish.
I see.
With a different worm, or you know, or a crankbait or a jig.
All right,
and you can catch good ones on this every now and then.
I see. What is this area we in right now? What we gonna do right here, Philip?
There's an old bridge under the water right here. That's
Uh-huh.
where we're gonna fish here now.
Is there generally some small fish on that?
Generally a good many small fish, and you'll catch a few keepers, and I have caught a nice one too here every now and then.
This ain't your big bass place, so is it?
No, sir, not right here.
Okay. Got him on that do-nothing. There he comes. That old do-nothing worm will catch him, won't it?
Yeah.
Was you just reeling it? Is that what you're doing, Philip?
Just pulling it along. See, they'll set the hook herself. I didn't yank or nothing.
In other words, you was just tapping the bottom and just dragging the worm. Does the worm float a little bit?
Worm floats up off the bottom, probably, well, it can float as high as your line, which is about 3 foot.
So in other words, you're on the bottom and they can just tag along and pick it up, right?
Person just wants to get out and catch him a few fish and have a good time, he can do it.
That's about what you can expect on it, though, ain't it?
Yes, sir. Most of the time.
Most of the time.
You get good fish every now and then, but when you do get a good one, 9 times out of 10, you're going to lose him because you can't hold him on them little hooks.
I see.
Like a little better fish.
What, he just dropped right over that edge?
When it dropped off that bridge,
uh-huh,
started down, he nailed it.
Now, you don't feel the strike as good on that, do you, Philip?
Yeah.
In other words...
That worm's floating around.
Uh-huh.
And when he hits it, you know the minute he hits it.
But he might be going off yonder, off that lid, though.
Well, when he gets to the end of the line, he'll yank. He sets the hook himself.
Well, that's a pretty neat way to fish now, I'm going to tell you.
That's
about what you're going to get, ain't it?
Yes, sir. It's just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Just a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Philip, we've had a mighty fine day. And I appreciate you going through all these techniques. Now, let's go one more time now. We caught it on, let's name what all we fished with today.
A lonker lure and a weed wing and a snagless Sally and do-nothing worm, regular worm, rooster tail,
beetle spin, crawfish.
Crawfish.
That's 8 separate lures we caught fish on out here today.
I believe it's 8.
Well, I appreciate you kind of holding back. I knew we wasn't going to catch no big ones fishing all these different places, but we fished shallow, we fished points, we fished the swamp, and we fished medium depths, and right up on top.
Well, we had some good fish to hit. We just wasn't fortunate enough to hang on to them.
Well, that's a good deal. Well, listen, let's crank this thing up and go on in. I've had a good day, and like I say, you had a super day yesterday down here, but the afternoons is better for your big old fish, and maybe we'll get an afternoon show where we can get some in. We just stick to What would you say? Lunker lure on them biggins?
This time of year and right now, would
Yeah.
lunker lure.
Okay.
That's what they done good on yesterday.
Well,
Caught
or
a
any
beautiful
of
thing
them, any of
yesterday.
those baits that's got the big blade on top where you can just keep it
Yeah.
right up on top and kind of sputtering across there.
Real
There's
slow.
any number of bait companies that make a good quality bait that does that kind of stuff.
There's all kind of people putting them out now.
Yeah,
And
and
you
it
can
does.
get them real cheap.
And that's your favorite for the great old biggins, though, ain't it?
That's it. Right now. Back earlier, it was
Early
different kind
spring,
of
you'd
spinnerbait.
want to maybe we use top hog in and some of the
Yeah.
bush hogs and
Bush hogs,
the
top
double
hogs.
bladed spinner baits.
Mhm.
And
But right now, it's mainly the lunker lure or snake and a worm across or weed wing or something of that sort, early and late.
early and late.
And then later on in the year, late July and August and on, be a good time.
All right, well, let's take it to the house. See if we can get through them logs without busting the bottom out like we did a
Oh,
while ago.
we can make it.
Okay.
I like going hunting, just me, my hound, and my gun. Chasing them deer, rabbit, and squirrel, now that's my kind of fun. I like going fishing too, I'll go on any whim. Looking for the big bass, the crappie, and the brim. Give me a wide open field to walk through. Give me an ocean so deep. I wanna ride the longest river in the world, or maybe climb the highest mountain peak.
Well, folks, we're down on near Utah, Alabama. My guest today is Miss Clarice Sims here. She is a crackerjack bass fisherman, and we're in the backwaters of Loch 7 near Utah or close to Sawyerville, Alabama. And it's way off down in the middle of nowhere, and there's some beautiful area in here. And Clarice, what section are we in right here, hon?
This is called Brush Creek.
Brush Creek.
This is Little Brush.
And this is one of your favorite fishing places.
This is my honey hole.
Show us, women here, show us what kind of lure you're using there and what you like to do this time of the morning, because it's bright and early. We're getting a pretty early start here.
This is a devil's horse.
Devil's horse. That's your favorite one
That's my
early in the
favorite.
morning?
That's my favorite.
That's your favorite color and everything?
Yep.
It's kind of a black on the back with silver right in here and kind of golden on the side. And your motion now, tell us about your cast now. What kind of action you put on it there?
Well, I try to get a little sound in it. That'll usually, if there's a bass out there and he hears that, he's gonna go for it.
In other words, you're just twitching it, pausing,
Right.
twitching it and pausing it, right?
I'm hoping that I'm gonna tease him into biting it.
Hope we're gonna tease him.
Tease him.
All right, now you had pretty good luck the last couple of days down here, hadn't you?
Had real good luck.
What was you fishing mostly in the last couple of days?
Well, I fished this early in the morning, then I went with the worm.
Uh-huh,
I like the Tequila Sunrise worm.
uh-huh. And now you're from up there in Birmingham, and y'all have a place down here, and you pretty well know this territory, don't you?
Pretty much. We have fished it now for about 8 years.
8 years. But
And
is
we love it.
this creek right here your favorite
This is my favorite.
bass place in here?
This is my favorite.
All right, well, we're gonna throw a few out there and see what happens.
We might have to go to our old worms.
Okay, well, we'll get this early morning fishing out here with these
Yeah.
top waters, and then we'll put us a worm on there and see what happens. You just threw the dead worm out there, and
Yeah.
he picked it up dead off the bottom, didn't
He sure
Look at
did.
that.
Started running off with it.
he? Maybe we ought to throw some dead worms out there and just leave them out there.
Just put our hooks in here and sit down.
Now, if you don't think a fish won't hit a laying still worm, All they got to do is watch that one, Andy Clarice.
That's right. Us worrying about the fish over here, and there's a fish out there.
Well, now, you was telling me that your brother comes up here with a popping cork and pops them and a floating jig, and then they'll hit it off the top.
Yeah.
Well, we might have to rig up one of them here in a minute. We got another laying dead right there. You better. We got
I know it.
two
We better
laying
keep
dead.
an
You
eye
might
on
come
them.
along here and get into these.
Maybe I better set
Well,
this
how'd
one.
you get started off on this bass fishing?
Well, we've been fishing down. You know, we've fiddled around with the brim and the crappie and this, that, and the other, and I got to seeing these people bring in these bass, and I just couldn't stand it.
Look here, you getting a bite right here.
And
you
my
got
brother.
You got one laying right here dead in the boat. I believe you got a pickup right then. See if that thing ain't got a fish on it. I seen it moving out. Of course, we could be blowing around. Well, finish tell me how you got into this bass fishing, Clarice.
Oh, yeah. And my brother's a bass fisherman.
Uh-huh.
So I decided that there's more competition, there's challenge. It's a challenge of hunting them and then catching them after you find them.
Uh-huh.
You know, I love it. I could just do it all the time.
Well, your husband Grant says that you get up so early and come on out here, you go off and leave him.
Oh, Grant'd rather eat and sleep than he had doing a whole lot of fishing, I tell you.
Well, now do you find all these places yourself, or do you have folks kind of show them to you? Or?
I find a lot of them myself. I read a lot. You know, I read Bassmasters and Outdoor Life and this, that, and the other. And then my brother tells me a lot about his he likes to come over here.
Uh-huh.
And he gives me all of his little tidbits. He fishes in a lot of tournaments, so he knows a lot of things that, you know, the average person doesn't know.
Well, now, you know, this is a beautiful area right here. I guess this would be southwest Alabama. And this is a Warrior River system that comes down through here. And you got dams and locks all the way down, and it impounds just some beautiful water.
Oh, it does. We've got some lovely, lovely places to fish.
And wildlife's everywhere. I know deer hunting, this is right in the middle of heavy-duty deer hunting country down in here.
There's some.
Turkeys, too.
Turkeys, yeah. He's running with
it.
it.
Yep, he's coming up.
There he is. That's a nice one.
Oh, he's coming up. Now, Clarice, this place right here that you've got me on right here. Whoa, here, Hoss. That's pretty good.
That's a nice one.
Yeah. This you say is a it's not a road bed. You say it's just a dike.
It's just a little levee out through there. It makes a little semicircle right around here.
Uh-huh. In other words, you've caught a bunch of fish right in this.
Oh, I have caught fish up in here you wouldn't believe.
Right off this old levee thing.
Right off of this thing. They feed up on the top of it, and the water drops down. And they'll drop down with it. The shad will go along the top of it, and then the bass will hit it, and they'll run back all out in here.
So in other words, we can just kind of drift around in here.
You never know where you're gonna. You can just throw anywhere and almost pick up one.
Well, that's a pretty good spot. Clarice, I got another pickup right there.
All right, give him time. I'm getting a nibble.
There he is.
You got him?
Yep, right to the top. Look at that dude. Look at that.
You're gonna spit it out.
I mean, those fish are jumpers. They won't get rid of that worm, don't they?
Outdoors with Archie Phillips is now available on video cassette, like Volume 11, Deer. From a deer driving show with Robert Gardner to a most unique deer rattling show with Joel Davis, which shows you the territorial traits of deer. Lions Club Deer Drive gives you a good charity show with plenty of action. An afternoon deer drive with Robert Gardner is a fine deer show in Hardwood Bottoms. So ask for Deer at your local video store or nearby sporting goods dealer.
Well, they'll run up and mouth it and set it down if you ain't careful. You know, Clarice, we tried that top water and it just flat wouldn't pay off this morning, so it's a good thing we come on out here and got on. You got him? Come on, got out here on these worms, because that looks like that's what they're wanting.
I think that's what it is. I think that the water is just warm. They're going down where it's cool.
Well, I tried my top water arsenal, didn't do no good. You tried yours. We didn't even have a rise, did we?
No.
So, no
Never
use
had
of hanging around over there. You know, after the sun comes on up pretty good now, I guess you just have to get on these worms, because that's what's paying off right now. There he is. Boy, there, jumper. Look at that thing go up. Yeah, you got him. Right in that same spot we've been throwing at it. Look at that thing. Now what are you doing? Just sliding that worm, Clarice?
Just working along.
Working it along.
I pull it a little distance, ease up, and let it drop back down.
You see that fella look by, and I bet he said, there's a female catching them bass. Now what's she doing that?
I should have dropped him real quick when that boat came by, too. They're going to find out about my spot.
Well, that's a good deal. I believe we got them cornered right now, Clarice. If we just don't get too nervous and miss too many of them, we'd be all right, won't we?
All right.
Yeah, there you go. He fixed to put him in the boat. Yeah, he had a good one.
I wonder what he's fishing.
It looked like a worm. It looked like fishing with a worm. That's a pretty good fish right there.
He's gonna come straight up too. Look at him.
Look at that thing. Clarice, you getting on these things now. I'm telling you now. You got them going.
Look at that.
Yeah? Oh, yeah.
Well, that's a nice one.
I've never seen bass jump as much as these down here do. That's all they do is jump.
Come on here. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That's a nice fish.
Oh, yeah. You nailed him just right, too.
Sure did.
Let's see, all these are largemouth, too.
Yeah.
Look at that. You snuck that one in on the back side of his eye. Look at right there. You caught him napping.
He tried to spit it out.
No, he come on. It looked like it
came
on
through. Yeah, that's what it did.
It double hooked him is what it did. Yes, sir. That's fine. There he is. Right to the top. He spit it out.
That's why they go to the top.
He spit that one right out. Got my line all tangled up.
They
Well,
know.
the finest little old fish I ever seen.
They are. They know if they go to the top, they've got a chance of spitting that lure out before you can sit
Well, they
on
done
it.
us too. They done to me, so it must not be such a bad strategy for them. Clarice, we got them cornered, I think, right there in a little old place there. About, looks like about 10 foot squared on it.
They've just got a little.
Must be a bunch of them out there, 'cause I got hit just as soon as I hit the water that time a while ago. There he is. Right to the top.
I believe he's fishing.
Yeah. I tell you got to be quick to set that hook on these fish or they'll run it to the boat and you'll miss him.
Really do.
Now, Clarice, have you fished a worm mostly, or what? Is that what you started on, or what?
Yeah, I started on the worm, and no matter what I fish with, I always go back to it. It's the most consistent, consistent
Have you caught more
bait that I
fish on
use.
a worm than anything?
By far.
By far.
By far, year round.
So
year
in other words, in the mornings you'll come out here and you'll hit them a lick on top just for the fun of it.
I'll give them a chance, and if they don't bite, I go back to my worm.
How many good spots like this you got cornered around here?
I can't tell you all my secrets, Archie.
Well, I know, but you can tell me some of them.
Well, let's see. I got 8 or 10 hot spots.
8 or 10 hot spots. They're gonna have to go some to beat this, and that's a pretty good place
It's
right
a pretty
here.
good spot, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, did you ever leave this spot here and then come back?
Oh, yeah.
Come back to it.
Yeah. Late in the afternoon. Well, in fact, we have come up here midday and caught fish.
Right here.
Right here.
You caught any fish?
No. We
Ain't
ain't done no good. Y'all done ain't good.
I tell you, I'm with this World Wonder Woman up here. She done put about 15 in the boat.
I hear you.
I mean, just one right after the other.
Sure enough.
Sure enough.
Well, some people know how to fish, don't
But not only does she know how to fish, she knows where they're at.
they? Right.
And that's important too.
Y'all been fishing us this area up in here, Clarice?
I've been fishing in this one spot.
Really? Well, I'm done.
Now, we got a good many. You get a pickup, Clarice?
Yeah, I did. He's
Right,
still
that's-
tapping it. He's still tapping it.
Is he? Got it? There you go.
There he
They
is.
come right to the top.
They're moving back in.
I believe they are. They must have come out in the river and then just.
I guess
See,
so.
I had a pickup just a minute ago, and right in about the same spot, but the spot's changed a little bit,
Yeah.
Clarice.
It is.
And he swallowed your worm and everything, didn't he?
Yeah, got the whole works.
A whole mess. Maybe a bunch of them, and we will need to get right back in there right quick if they've moved in.
I've got it anchored.
You got it anchored?
Yeah.
He was out there on that cut right out there in this muddy water. I wouldn't have thought he'd have been there.
Well, I knew they were out here. It was just finding
He
them.
was right out there. That water ain't all that dirty. It looks, now that's a spot right there. See right there, see how? Look at that little devil. He was laying right just about where you sat, out that front of that cut right there. See, that's spotted bass.
Yeah.
Now, we ain't caught a spot all day. Of course, now, I let him swallow it. I wasn't sure I had a bite out there. I thought the boat might have been moving.
Dragging along.
Got the fine cheek scales here, and generally got little triangles there on him. Pretty little old fish. If you'll give me them pliers, I'll try to
All right.
dislodge this hook.
Outdoors with Archie Phillips is now available on video cassette. Like Volume 10, Rabbit Hunting. Rabbit hunting is a southern tradition that will teach you good gun handling techniques. Melvin Stewart has a pack of beagles that will know how to keep those cottontails moving. So when you're in the mood for a fast-moving, action-packed adventure, ask for Outdoors with Archie Phillips Rabbit Hunting at your local video store or nearby sporting goods dealer.
Come off that corner right yonder, Clarice. Right off that corner by that grass. There he is, right there. Picked it up right there. There he goes, there he goes. There he is, right to the top.
One of them big ones,
yeah,
too.
he's one of them monsters like I got out of that other cut. Yeah.
About as big as that worm you got on there.
Yeah, look at that little devil. He's a little one. Got it right in the bottom lip, too. I tell you, these are the most vicious fish I've ever seen to be so little. They just come on with it.
They put up a fight.
Yeah, he just
you think you've got a
nailed
monster
that little
on
old
there.
4-inch worm. What I think what this does is that little curly tail right on the bottom there, and it's got that glitter in the tail too. And yeah, they just see it swimming. I guess they just got to run up and have it. I'm using that eagle claw with this little smaller eagle claw with a little offset in it there, and it does a good job. Now, if a great old big one gets on there, I might have wished I had a little bit bigger hook, Clarice.
Yeah.
But now that might have been what was tapping me a while ago. Coming, I was about in the middle of the groove on that one.
There he is. No, there he is.
Hey, all right.
Yeah, I got
you got him that time. That's pretty good on there.
That's a good one.
Oh, yeah, that's fine fish there, Clarice. Oh, yeah, that's a fine one. Yes, sir-ree. Oh, don't lose that fish. No,
oh.
Oh. Clarice, the biggest one of the day.
I know it. I let him go.
Where's our dip net? We ain't even got it.
We ain't even got it. It's that little hook I put on there.
My heart won't stand much of that.
Oh, gosh.
You think you need a bigger hook? Huh?
No.
No. Well, you know, it's like I tell folks, we show the ones we miss too.
Yeah. Well, at least everybody saw him jump up.
Oh,
anyway.
yeah, that was a good one. That was a, see, now we've been piddling around with these little ones here, see? And that's what I say, we be sitting there thinking we're going to be hitting half pounders and pounders, and then one like that jump on there. That scared the liver out of you, won't it? There he is. Ah, right in the grass. He's not a big one, but he's laying right in that grass. You see that, Clarice?
Well, they're coming right down through here. They're making
Well, I think what they're doing, they're just parking right there, and then they get ready to get them some shad. They just slide right out in that groove and catch your shad coming down that little old place there. But they could be a great old big one up in that grass too.
Just as well.
Just as easy as these little ones here. He nailed it. I mean, it was right in the grass. There he is. There he comes.
Yeah.
Right out of that tree. There he is. Yeah. There you go. Okay, big boy.
Yeah, I think you let him swatter it to his goozle.
Let me ask you this. Where'd you learn how to worm fish so good?
You know, I've been sitting here thinking about it. I don't know. I just
You didn't
started.
just pick it up and learn how to fish that good. I know. You couldn't.
Well, I think I did.
Well, somebody had to show you. Who showed you how to do it?
My brother. I'd have to admit. See, I've been fishing all my life, fishing for something. My parents live in New Orleans. We did red fishing. We did
in other words, y'all right down there on the coast.
trout.
Yeah.
We fish speckled trout. We fish for everything. And I think I just got interested in the worm fishing because of the challenge of bass
Well, you
fishing.
sure got the knack to it, because you can stick them as good as anybody I ever seen.
I love it.
You put a bunch of them over the rail already today. Now some
big
of them
one
gonna
got
get
away,
off.
but it
don't
always
matter.
does,
They gonna some of them gonna get
But
some of
that's
them gonna
all
get
right.
off anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Regardless of what you do. Even if you hold your mouth right and use the right kind of hooks,
Still
and them
gonna
hooks
get
are
off,
sharp, they're
aren't
gonna
they?
get off.
But I'm just like everybody else, Archie. If there's a new bait comes out, if there's a new worm comes out, I'm gonna go buy it.
Yeah, because I do too. Because I got, it might be something better than what I got.
Yeah, yeah.
So
But you usually go back to just
some of
plain
your basic
old,
stuff.
everyday basic stuff. You know.
There he is.
Yeah.
Ah, pulled him off.
Ah.
Pulled him off.
Oh.
Got him?
Oh, I got the stump.
That's okay. That's all right. That's a good spot. That's where he was at.
I thought I had him.
It's all right.
Oh, shoot.
Come in here. Let's
Man,
try it again. He's right down the middle is where this feeds.
I know.
I tell you, I believe that water turns them on, though, Clarice, because
It does. Any way it's moving, whether it's moving in or whether it's moving out.
this is a made-to-order fishing hole right here. I'm telling you.
This
You
one's
can't
close
beat
to
this.
home.
Because you get that current, that changes the way they got to feed. Look at them fish rolling up in yonder.
I know it.
This is super. We just stay parked right here and just catch fish all day. Get back up in there where them fish are.
In that muddy water.
There he is.
Yeah.
Well, I got him nearly out of the water, didn't I?
Oh.
Oh, boy. Let me go back in there. Maybe another one in
Maybe
there.
another one. Maybe one a little bit bigger in there.
Yeah, well, he was right under the boat there. So that shows that running that motor and all don't hurt him.
No, doesn't
Don't hurt
bother.
a thing in this world. Look at that little devil eating.
Yeah.
He gonna have that whole bank eat up here in a minute. He could care less what we're doing. You know that?
We hadn't more disturbed him. He hadn't even looked up
He
at us.
don't.
No.
That's one thing about being in a boat. Most animals won't even. Nothing don't bother them. in that current. He ain't
we
no
were
monster,
supposed to-
but he sure took it in, didn't he?
We were
Look at that,
supposed
look
to
at
catch a big one in there.
Yeah, I know, but look at that fish. That worm's big as that fish.
Yeah,
is.
he is. I don't know how he got it in his mouth.
Well, it takes more skill to get them little ones anyway.
Oh, is that what it is?
That's what it is. I figured it'd be a monster. Well,
I
let's see. Is
thought
that
I'd
spotted
just-
bass or turn sideways?
Yeah, he's spotted.
Yeah, spot.
Mm-hmm.
He right hugging that bank, oh, wasn't he?
Yeah, sure was. I'll catch him next year.
Let him grow a little bit. Hold that. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Look at that thing. Holy mackerel. You pulled him right out from under that
I
stump.
did.
You see that? You
I
got
sure
him good?
did.
Huh? You got him
I
good?
hope so.
Hold him, Clarice. Don't put no pressure on him.
No, I got him good.
You got him?
I got him good.
Easy. Now he allowed to jump that hook right out. Hot dog.
Oh,
Hold on now. Hold
come
on,
on.
gal. Look at her go after that fish. Now you know what you're doing.
I was trying to get my hand in his
seen
mouth.
that thing. Let me tell you, I seen him, Clarice, when he was over there. He was right under that
Did you?
stump right there. I believe I seen him roll up when you first stuck him because he got hung. He got hung under one of them
He
limbs,
did.
didn't he?
See, I was pulling against, I could feel him, but I was pulling against, he was up under a limb, you know. So I didn't, you know, I thought really I was hung. We better
Boy.
stick him in the live well. What do you
You
think?
got that right. Let's put him over here.
All
You
right.
think we ought to make another loop around that little hole right there?
That looked like a pretty good
I
spot,
mean,
didn't it?
we might have spooked him and we might not have spooked him. I don't know.
That's true.
Outdoors with Archie Phillips is now available on video cassette, like Volume 9, Saltwater. From king mackerel fishing with Jim McDonald to amberjack with Tommy Browning, red snapper with Jim McDonald gives you an excellent bottom show, and redfish at Apalachicola gives you red fishing like you've never seen it before. So ask for Outdoors with Archie Phillips, Volume 9, Saltwater at your local video store or contact your sporting goods dealer.
Clarice, me and you done caught a nice string of fish right here.
That ain't bad.
That ain't
for
half bad
half
for
a morning, is
about a
it?
half morning's fishing. Well, we had to quit. We caught so many we couldn't
Didn't have no more
stay in the
room
boat no more.
for 'em.
Ain't them pretty things?
Look at
Goodness gracious alive. You know, we gotta get some cleaning done. You know
You're
that?
right. We better get started or
Right
it's going to
now.
be dark and us trying to get them clean.
That's right. Y'all stay tuned again next week for some more Outdoors with Archie Phillips.
I like going hunting.